Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Meenaal Fatma, and yet again we're going to be talking about a very important topic which will be very productive for you if you know before you go abroad for your studies in my classroom talks. So let us allow others to join in as well, because this is like a live chat show. So in case you have any questions, आप में से यहीं पे पूछ सकते हो. Let me just connect it as well with my phone so I'll be able to see things on the screen. Just a second, guys. Yep. I guess it's connected. Let me just give it a moment and see. So for all those who have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe and press the bell button so you get notified with all the upcoming videos. I guess it's fine now. Yeah. So by the way, I'm available on different social media groups as well, which is Telegram, Instagram and Facebook, as you can see on the screen. Let me just use my pen as well. Got it. Yeah. So as you can see, Telegram, Instagram or Facebook, I'm available on those medias as well. So in case आप बाद में सुन रहे हो और आपको कुछ बात करनी है, तो you can definitely bring it up. Okay? And this is one of the classes which is put up by Unacademy. And all those who don't know about Unacademy, I'll just quickly brief you up. So Unacademy is one of the India's largest learning platform, which has tried to diversify the idea of learning from a physical contained domain to a lot bigger domain. Yeah, so you can actually now learn in your bedroom, in your washroom, maybe in your kitchen while you're cooking, or maybe when you are sitting with your friends in a cafe. You can learn anywhere, anytime, with all the top educators. Okay, so classes go live and they're also available offline. So once you are part of Unacademy, you can watch them later, you can download them. And the best part of being on Unacademy is that each and every individual gets a lot of attention, a lot of support, because after you come to Unacademy, each and every single student gets attention, because the educators are in one-to-one connection with them, both during the live session and also later as well. Okay, so the classes are first of all a lot more engaging, and also everybody is given a lot of attention, which you would not get in your physical classrooms. Your voice will remain unheard. So to cut all those things, you have a very nice platform to learn on. And trust me, with all the places that I could go to share what I know, what I learned, I chose to come here, because also it's very good for students, because overall the price is really economical. तो अगर जिनका budget constraints भी रहता है, जो नहीं पढ़ पाते because of with the financial struggles, this is the best way you can do. Okay, and to join us, you'll have to take subscription, and I'll tell you about how the procedure is going to be like. But yes, I'll just explain it to you. So in my classroom talks, I have been talking about a lot of non-academic important topics that you should know before you go abroad. And trust me, I always feel like I wish I knew these points, so maybe I could have enjoyed a bit more, or maybe I could have knew things more and I could have responded in the similar manner. ठीक है, तो ये सब चीज़ें जानना भी बहुत important होता है, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have some sort of questions in your head regarding these points, and आप कहीं भी ऐसे website पे घूमते रहोगे तो you're not gonna find. And I remember even when I was planning to go abroad, I had so many questions in my head. So what I thought was, instead of just keeping it to myself, I'll make sure that I'm informing you guys as well. So in today's class, we'll be talking about my experience or any other Asian's experience when they are abroad. Okay, And make sure you watch my previous classroom talks as well, because there I have tried to cover most of the important topics. So make sure अभी तक 9 videos हैं, this is the 9th part, और सब में काफ़ी important topics discuss हुए हैं, and at the same time I have given examples through talking about my experience. So unlike other educators, what's the best part of studying with me would be that I have been in your position. I have not just I'm not just being an educator. I'm not just an educator where I'm teaching things to you, but I have been in your position, so I would be the best one who could actually explain things to you, both academically and non-academically as well. So by the way, our first Unacademy slogan is "Let's crack it," and as you know, Unacademy would be bringing all the has all the exams on it. So our main target is to help students crack the exam. But for IELTS, as I always say, I've kind of changed a little bit, because I'm sure everybody can crack IELTS exam, but our main target should be getting the highest scores, right? So before you even think about planning your exams, you need to have your target in your head. You need to do all your research work, which I've actually talked about in my previous classroom talks as well, and how you're going to do your research work, what is going to be important part, what is not so relevant. So make sure you watch them. And yes, so for our IELTS preparation, our slogan would be "Let's crack it and score higher." A quick introduction about myself, guys. Hi, I'm Meenaal. Professionally, I'm an architect and an urban designer. I've done my bachelor's from Birla Institute of Technology, and from there I moved to London, where I did MArch from A School of Architecture. I have worked in some cities in India, Dubai, as well as in London. I've given the exams myself, IELTS as well as IELTS UKVI, and got over a band score of 7.5 in both of them. And in case you want to see how authentic my scorecards are, I have actually put it up in one of the YouTube classes. I think it would be called General Assessment of IELTS or something of that sort. And in case you don't find on YouTube, it's all also put up on one of the classes on the Unacademy. I think it was from 1st of October, and it was the special class. So special class are also like free platforms that are provided by Unacademy, which gives you an opportunity to assess your educators. तो आप उन फ्री क्लासेस में आके अपने एडुकेटर्स को जान सकते हो, and accordingly you can decide on which educator you want to pick on. Okay, and plus I've been taking classes for IELTS for the past 3 years, both in India as well as in UK. Now a quick update. I recently won an award which was part of the monthly educator award, and it was called Johnny Ive Award, and the award is given to a person who is basically who basically creates the best structured courses, and they are the most well designed courses, and they give the best results. So Johnny Ive, I'm sure you all know who Johnny Ive is. So yeah, in the picture you can see my entire team who work side by side with me, but behind the scene, yeah, so we all work together. Now I'll quickly brief you on the 3 upcoming courses that are just starting, so you don't miss on any class. Now there are 3 upcoming classes. One is the comprehensive course to crack IELTS in 12 weeks. This is especially for all those who are targeting a good band score, a high band score, and that one is for you. Okay, so it's gonna start from 4th of January and it's gonna go on for 3 months. ठीक है, हर Saturday Sunday आपकी class होगी, where we'll be covering all theoretical as well as practice sessions of all the 4 modules, and parallelly weekdays में we'll have grammar as well as vocabulary classes. ठीक है, तो आप जैसे देख सकते हो 3rd January को start हो रही है grammar की class. So this is going to be running on the weekdays. ठीक है, Monday onwards रहेगा, और ये जो कोर्स है आपकी वो Saturday Sundays को चलेगी. ठीक है, तो आपके साइड बाय साइड सारी चीज़ कवर हो जाएगी. You will have to worry about literally nothing, and you can completely leave it on me from then. Okay. And other than that, batch course भी चल रही है, which started 7th को, and ये भी weekends में चलती है. And all the top 4 educators are teaching together, and each of them are handling different modules. I am handling the speaking module. So I take classes every Sunday at 5 p.m. ठीक है, ये मेरी टाइमिंग्स रहती है. And speaking of what I do is generally I take a telephonic conversation test, but if in case people are not comfortable and don't have so much of time, I share questions and I recommend to just record their answers and share it with me so I can assess your performance and maybe I can help you and guide you on where you need to work on or where you are losing your marks. ठीक है? So these are 3 upcoming courses and इनके details are already present on my profile on Unacademy. So if you go to the Unacademy website and type my name, you're gonna see my entire profile and you'll have a course button, click करने का option. Make sure you press that and go to plus courses and you're gonna see links for all these courses. So once you click these links, you will see entire schedule of the course. So जो topics cover होंगे इस course में सब mention रहेंगी, उनकी time table entire course की mention रहेगी, and also there will be a demo video which I created to explain you how we will be going through the entire period of time. Okay, तो और क्या क्या ये topic cover होंगे and how it's gonna help you, everything will be there in the demo video. Okay, so make sure you go to my profile and give a look to the demo video for sure. Okay, and as I was saying, these are all the plus courses basically. So plus courses are all these structured courses that have all the topics covered in for each module. तो अब मैं आपको plus courses की detail बहुत जल्दी बता दूँगी. So to be able to attend these classes, you'll have to take subscription, जिसके बारे में मैं आपको बहुत जल्दी बताऊँगी. Just hold on for some time, okay? Now, so I'm gonna quickly start with the topic that we have to discuss today, which is Asians abroad. Now, this is something that you need to know, be well aware of, because I don't want you to suddenly get triggered with a lot of things. ठीक है? तो मेरे साथ भी क्या था कि, like for example, now if you're gonna ask me, I do not want to settle down in any foreign world, and I could not have made this statement unless I actually went abroad. Okay, so I don't mind like going around maybe just for few years, 4 saal, 5 saal, that's it, but I would not wanna stay and live my entire life in some other country. And I'm saying that for a lot of reasons. Not that I'm being quite judgmental about a lot of points, but this is just my opinion. And trust me guys, unless you actually go, you would not realize that. And all the points I'm telling you, I'm sure I'll help you to be aware of, but I personally also want कि आप लोग खुद से ये feel करो, right? I'm not against people living, staying and spending the entire life abroad. It's just my point of view and I have full rights to express my point of view. Yeah. So yes, so I just wanted to quickly take you through a couple of points. Now the first very important topic is self-dependence. ठीक है? तो हमारी country में we always have been living like some kings and queens, isn't it? हमारे parents हमें काफ़ी pamper करते हैं. We literally do no household work as long as we're in the house. We don't know how to cook. We don't know how to make a bed. And the moment you meet people of your age in the foreign country, you're gonna be like, damn. Literally, because all those students who are of your age are able to completely take care of themselves. They can cook, they can do their dishes, and they would actually be shocked of how you don't do it. I still remember, like, I had a friend from Hungary, and I used to tell him like, यार मैंने कभी भी बर्तन नहीं धोए life में, and it's suddenly like, you know, like it's kind of difficult for me. And he used to get like all baffled. What are you speaking? Like, why would somebody else do your work? Why are you lazy? Why would somebody else do your work? Why can't you do your clothes? Why can't you do your dishes? And the entire concept becomes completely different because we have not been raised like that. And वहाँ पे जाकर आपको सब चीज़ खुद से करना होगा. And you'll find the same age के लोग जो हैं वो काफ़ी self-dependent हैं, but आपको थोड़ा struggle होगा वहाँ पे, ठीक है? Because आपके घर में वैसा एटमोसफियर नहीं होगा. एंड आई एम श्योर मोस्ट ऑफ द इंडियंस हैव दिस प्रॉब्लम दैट वी डोंट नो हाउ टू लिटरली टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्व्स, and there you'll have to do each and everything on your own. So don't get intimidated with other students who are coming from different parts of the world, because they will know how to take care of themselves. Okay? Next one is identity crisis. This is one point which a lot of I don't know, like I personally feel like East Asian people feel, because they kind of want to stay in those personal groups and they do not want to mingle so much, which I realized. But overall, like as South Asians, we would be connecting a lot with our neighboring countries, which we do not do currently. I don't know why that hatred thing is there, but the moment you go to a foreign world, your best friends would be your Pakistani friends, your Bangladeshi friends. So you're gonna then realize that you are a brown person there. You know, there's a separate set of community that grows up there basically. Okay, so I don't think like as an Indian you would at any time have an identity crisis, because literally you'll have one or the other Indian in every part of the world. Like literally I have friends from many different parts of the world, and they always tell me like they know some of the other Indians for sure. Chahe when I was in Colombia, or I went to Germany, or I was in US, jahan pe bhi I've been, they've all told that yes, they have yet met another Indian before, and that was really strange. So हमें अगर ऐसे इंसान हो कि आपको अकेले रहना और lonely feel हो जाता है बहुत जल्दी, and you're kind of an introvert, तो थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम होगी. बट अगर आप अपने कम्युनिटी के लोगों के साथ ही रह के थोड़ा कंफर्टेबल फील करते हो, तो दैट्स नॉट गोना बी अ प्रॉब्लम, बिकॉज यूल ऑलवेज हैव Indians around, no matter which city you go to. Yeah, it might get a little problematic if you're going to not the main cities, but still there will be an Indian community somewhere or the other in the same college. Okay, so don't worry about it. Next one is sense of freedom and security. This is one point which actually kind of wants me to just be in my own country, because see, when you go to a new country, they'll have their own rules, regulations, and to be able to just live freely, you'll have to either be fully aware of them, or at least make sure that you don't do the basic you don't violate any basic kind of rules and regulations. So but this becomes especially like when I was in UAE, I kind of had this feeling that I was feeling restricted and kind of not as free, because the rules and regulations of some country are way too beyond our understanding, and that feeling of freedom and just being want to do whatever we can do which we can in our country is gonna be a little kind of awkward in your head, and you're not gonna feel as free as you would feel in your country. But there's nothing to worry about. It is not actually a big problem for a lot of people, but it is actually for me. I feel a lot more free when I'm in my country. I can speak what I want, I can say what I want, and still feel ease. I can still feel at ease. But if you go abroad, you have to be a little conscious of what sort of conversation you have with others, how you deal with your words, because a lot of things that we feel is kind of okay to say, they might get offended. तो वो थोड़ा कल्चर ड्रॉप आता है, तो आपको थोड़ा केयरफुल रहना पड़ता है, which after certain time it gets a bit annoying. Like it got annoying for me, especially because I was in UK, and it's a kind of a London, especially very global. You have students from every part of the world, but I don't know, this completely depends on you, so you can decide yourself. ठीक है? Next point is climate struggles. Now this is one point which I actually think you should give double thoughts, especially when you're picking on a city. So I've actually talked about this point when I was doing my classroom talks. Now, London remains cold, dark, and depressing for most part of the year. उनकी ठंड literally September से start हो जाती है and it keeps going till April, May. And especially जो उनकी winter होती है, it is really cold and really depressing. ठीक है, other than the Christmas time जहाँ पे lights वगैरह आती है, things become little hyped up. But other than that, it's kind of very depressing. आपकी सुबह ही होएगी for like you have the light for just 3-4 hours and the entire day you have it's kind of dark. So I don't personally like those sort of an environment because that completely brings me down. I don't think I am able to perform as good as I would be if I'm going to a place which is kind of lit. So make sure you assess yourself. Now this is something that you will not understand unless you actually go, but make sure you just keep this in your mind that things are going to be really cold and you're not going to get used to it, because as Indians also we tend to since we are not used to of that extreme climate, तो काफ़ी टाइम तक आपको टाइम लगेगा थोड़ा used to होने में, ठीक है. And like I got really sick for the first year when I was in London, and that actually affected my studies. And even during the entire winter time I had to kept pushing and motivating myself way too much because the climate was disturbing a lot. क्योंकि पूरी entire city is going to be dark, it's all going to be depressing, and that too for a long stretch of time. 1-2 महीने की बात नहीं होती कि चलो अब हो गया ख़त्म करो. And most of the Western world has the same situation. तो आप city select करते वक्त be careful because this is something that's not actually, it might not sound as important right now, but it becomes a very crucial point. Okay. Next one is authenticity of food. Now this is something that I was missing way too much. I personally feel कि चाहे आप कितने भी अच्छे restaurants में चले जाओ, you're gonna miss the food. Even if you go to Indian restaurants, they're gonna just modulate it on the basis of what the native people like, right? So you're not gonna get that food authenticity in any other country as you get in your own country. So I was I started cooking myself to make sure that I'm at least getting what I want, but the restaurants also will not have what you actually have in your own country. You go to restaurants to have something super delicious, right? And I come from a very small city, so my food taste was very different to maybe who's coming from a big city. So I was feeling quite left out in terms of food. I wanted to have good food and I was missing it way too much. Hi Pachu, how are you? Next one is literally 50 shades of grey. As Asians, you would be the most colorful people out there in terms of your outfit, in terms of your culture, right? Because I remember when I first went to central London, I realized the entire city becomes dark, not just with the climate, but also with their outfits. Most of the people are either wearing black or they're wearing either like dark grays or dark blues. The colors are not there. Suddenly you feel like you're zoned out, you know, like the moment I went to the tube, I realized, damn it, there are literally no colors around, and I literally am wearing a red color top and I'm looking the odd one out in between. So that's gonna happen. So make sure when you're even shopping, अब थोड़ा अपने दिमाग में just keep some idea in your mind that what you're packing stuff in, because the entire city will be quite dull and plain, and as Asians we tend to have a quite colorful and bright life, isn't it? So that's one thing that you're going to observe. Okay, and I'm not saying that you have to just get accustomed to theirs, but I'm sure you don't want to feel left out, at least in the few initial days of your moving to a new city, right? So keep that in mind. So there were a couple of points which I just mentioned. Just make sure you just be aware of those points, because of these points, I'm again saying I don't want to complain and I don't want to judge people who want to settle in foreign world, but it's just in my opinion I would not want to do. I would definitely, if getting an opportunity, I would move abroad and stay for few years, maybe 5-6 years, but I would not want to leave my country at all. ठीक है? Any questions? So as I just briefed out all the topics already, I'm just gonna quickly, just a second. Yep. So I have already talked about these on the courses that are gonna start very soon. One is on the, one is starting from 4th of Jan, which is like a comprehensive course that's going to run for 12 weeks, and parallelly you'll have grammar course जो weekdays में चलेगा, right, which is starting from 3rd of Jan, and also there's the batch course going on which happens also on every weekdays. Now, to, as I said, the details of the courses are going to be on my Unacademy profile, so make sure you go and give a look. And to attend those courses you'll have to take a subscription, and subscription लेने के लिए you'll have to pick on couple of, you have couple of options here. You'll have to pick one of them, right? I would generally say कि आप 3 months का pick करो, because the new course that is starting is from 4th of January is going to run for 3 months, ठीक है? And parallelly, जैसे ये weekends में चलेगा, and parallelly weekdays में you'll have grammar and vocabulary courses, so everything is going to be covered. There'll be nothing that you'll have to be worried about, okay? Now, so I would say preferably go for 3 months, and the prices are mentioned here. And trust me guys, I don't want you guys to just give your exam again and again, because ये बहुत जगह पे होता है. Make sure कि आप properly prepare करो and then दो, ठीक है? So make sure कि आप आ जाओ Unacademy, so you are not struggling with dividing your preparations at different areas. So you will have good time to prepare properly with us. And make sure you use my referral code while taking subscription. You'll have a button which you will have to input the referral code. Make sure you use my referral code to first of all avail a 10% discount, and also if you want me to deal with you personally from the beginning to the end, make sure you use my referral code, okay? In case you have any further questions, you can get back to me on Telegram, Instagram and Facebook. I'm available always. And make sure you do follow me on my Unacademy profile as well, because we tend to do a lot of free classes as well. So in case you want to just know about our overall performance, you can test us, okay? And before I end the class, you will have an opportunity to we have last special class of this month, right? If you'll go to my Unacademy profile, you'll see a list of special classes, and today we have one at, I guess, 4:30. Just give a look. I think it's at 4:30, and this is technically the last class of this month, ठीक है? We have Shank here. Shank has a question. आपको टोटल कितना आया है शैंक जीआरई में? टेल मी दैट. This relaxation thing doesn't happen, Shank. It doesn't happen. Since you don't belong to an English speaking country, there will be no relaxation. There are relaxation categories for different points, but I also had that question in my mind, and good that you asked. As an Indian, you will not have relaxation for anything. So आपको IELTS देना ही पड़ेगा. You can't run away no matter how good you do in your GRE. I did give my GRE as well, and I got 316. So overall ठीक ठाक ही score थे. But I also wanted to just skip my IELTS exam, but ऐसा होता नहीं है. As Indians, since we are not from an English speaking country, we have to write the exam. Okay? Did I answer your question? You got 300. Okay, good. So Shank, join us before you give the IELTS exam. And okay, cool. I hope I answered your question. And in case you liked my video, make sure you give a thumbs up. and do make sure you share it around so your friends and family know this particular point as well. I'm sure this is one topic that your family will also be very curious, so make sure you share it around. And आज जो क्लास है 4:30 में, make sure आप लोग उसमें definitely आओ, ठीक है? And in case you've not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel and press the bell button because I don't want you to miss on any class. And this is technically my last YouTube video for this month. I'll be coming out with new interesting topics in the following up month. अगर आपके पास कोई ideas है which you want to share with me and you want me to address in my class, you can definitely connect with me on my social media groups and share your thoughts. Okay? So I'll end the class now. I hope you liked it. Make sure you give a thumbs up and share it with your friends too. Take care. Bye bye. Have a great day.